Tuesday, June 23rd, I'm Sharna Bobi, and this is Open Bid from FNDATA. Today, a global sell-off led by technology drags markets lower and briefly halts trading in South Korea. A rediscovered portrait of Queen Elizabeth I, bought for around £5,000, could now fetch more than 20 times that. Eric Clapton's old Ferrari comes to market at nearly $4 million, and Porsche promises a leaner lineup. Plus, we have our weekly art market out today. We begin with a sharp turn from yesterday. Monday's peace deal rally has given way to a broad sell-off led by the technology sector. The drama was in Asia, where South Korean stocks tumbled 10% from a record, triggering a circuit breaker that briefly halted trading, while the wider Asian tech rally cooled. The mood was risk-off across the board. Industrial metals such as aluminum fell, and even gold lost its footing, as Deutsche Bank followed Goldman Sachs in trimming its forecast for the metal. One unusual move stood out. Israeli assets dropped sharply, unwinding a years-long wartime rally now that the peace process has eased the conflict's premium that had supported them. In Europe, the luxury names opened lower for a second day. Hermès extended its decline, opening down about 1.8% at €1,590 after falling almost 6% on Monday. Burberry was off 3.9%, Brunello Cucinelli down a further 3.9%, and LVMH and Kering each modestly lower. The hardest hit was the watch retailer Watches of Switzerland, down about 5.5%, a striking reversal after it led the sector higher only yesterday. And yet, the collective market continues to tell a different story. The listed shares have wobbled, and the luxury rare objects have held their value. Two very different objects coming to markets have caught our eye this morning. A small amber pendant carved with a portrait of Queen Elizabeth I was bought by an anonymous buyer at auction in Edinburgh last November for just £5,588. It has since been authenticated as a rare Renaissance jewel. Sotheby's will offer it in London on the 1st of July with an estimate of £100,000 to £150,000, more than 20 times what the consignor paid only 8 months ago. The portrait is based on a 1592 engraving, and experts attribute the carving to a German amber master working in Königsberg. The second object is for the car collectors. A 1966 Ferrari, once owned by Eric Clapton, is up for sale. It is a 275 GTB4, one of only 31 ever built in right-hand drive, which Clapton bought in 2003 and treated to a full year-long restoration. It is now on offer for £2.95 million, or nearly $4 million. The 275 GTB is among the most coveted road-going Ferraris of the 1960s, and the model's past owners included Steve McQueen and Miles Davis. A couple of notes from the business of fast cars. Porsche's chief executive has promised a leaner model lineup as profit pressure mounts at the German sports car maker, which has been squeezed by a difficult electric vehicle transition and a slowdown in China. And Ferrari found itself on the defensive, denying a report that it had made access to its most executive limited edition models conditional on customers also buying its new Lucid electric car. Allocation, the delicate practice of deciding which loyal clients are even allowed to purchase the rarest cars, is one of the most sensitive subjects in the Ferrari world, and the company moved quickly to push back on these reports. Two more before we close. The menswear shows have moved on from Milan, where the consensus was that less was more, to Paris, where the spring 2027 men's collections are now underway. And the Italian jeweler Pomeletto has unveiled a new high jewelry collection built around the theme of creative freedom. That's it on Open Bid for today, Tuesday, June 23rd. Our weekly art market is also out today with a story on the newly surfaced archive belonging to Van Gogh's doctor, a Nazi-looted Modigliani which has been ordered for restitution, and a verdict on the recent Art Basel. Closing price follows this evening at 5 p.m. Eastern. For more insights on the top stories in today's Open Bid, check out the FNDATA Market Index and datasets, which cover the secondary market signals behind the luxury names we follow. You can start for free in our data sandbox. To get started, reach us on our website at altfndata.com or by email at info@altfndata.com. I've also put a link to sign up in the description of this episode. Subscribe to get notifications on new episodes, and if you love the show, Please leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I'm Sharna Bobby from FNDATA. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Thank you for listening.